welcome our next comic to the stage, Braeden Donnelly. To really do this for you.
It's okay. You know, I'll go with this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. If I look familiar to anybody, it's because I'm the stand-in white guy for the Old Navy commercials. In the interest of Caucasian diversity, they needed to go with someone who looked tastefully trashy. Speaking of trash, as the resident redneck in the room, I think it's my responsibility to speak out against cultural appropriation. Pains me to say this, but the hipster community has at this point gentrified Pabst Blue Ribbon. All I ask is that when you finish a drink, you make sure to use the can for its intended purpose, decorating the Christmas tree in the trailer park. Yeah, I'm not sure a lot of ethnic minorities are familiar with the struggles that white folks deal with on a daily basis. Like the other day, I was in a Starbucks and there was too much foam in my macchiato and the whole room needed to hear about it. A little bit about me. I work my day job as a teacher. Oh, really? All right. So I was really focused on preserving my self-image and wanted to do clean comedy. Naturally, I started off by studying my greatest idol, Bill Cosby. It's interesting learning how many crossovers Grey's Anatomy's done over the years. I'm waiting on the one they decide to do with Law & Order SVU, where they take a blacklight to the hospital. I think it'd be titled, "Sometimes in Life, It Gets on the Ceiling." One thing I was not a fan of this summer is Space Jam 2. It had nothing to do with LeBron's acting, and it was more so because they've completely desexualized the animal cartoon I jerk off to. Apparently, I'm not the only one that jerks off the Looney Tunes in here. Daffy Duck. This summer, I bought my first condo ever. Thank you. It also meant I got to make several trips to my favorite store of all time, IKEA. Really like IKEA because it creates this authentic furniture shopping experience where you walk in, step onto an escalator, and immediately want to kill yourself because it's the fastest way out of that store. IKEA actually used to sell self-assembled coffins down in their warehouse. Until they realized you need to be alive to use an Allen key. It's also the same reason why their elevator doors are so large, is so they can back in the hearse. And all this really checks out when you realize and do a quick Google search, you will see that IKEA is Swedish for tomb. Daylight savings time happened a few weeks ago. I've yet to change the clock in my car because that's going to take a whole 60 seconds and you're never getting that time back. As you can probably tell from that last joke, I'm a little bit lazy, a little disorganized. One thing that I frequently lose is my television remote. I often think of my television remote as like a heterosexual man on a bender. Just tries to shove itself into every crevice possible. And just pull it out like 3 days later and it's like covered in stuff. Yeah, about a week ago I had parent-teacher conferences. Wow, okay, yeah, sure. I really love parent-teacher conferences. They're very informative for me as an educator because there's nothing better than having 14 different people who are underqualified tell me how to do my job. I am a teacher, like I said, but also like Jackson, I do drugs. Yeah, sometimes after parent-teacher conferences, the only way I can unwind is to go home and do some edibles. The only problem is like getting open those gummy packets is like really difficult. It takes a whole lot of effort and gives you some time to think. Are clams actually happy? Thank you very much. You guys have been awesome. Have a good night.
What a great job you did. Give it up for Braeden Donnelly, everyone. Oh my God, I have to tell you, I'm having such a fun time watching them get up here and make you guys laugh. And you've been a fabulous audience, by the way.